Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Dennis. So today we're going to do a review of the ASUS TUF 506 QM ES74. I know it's quite a long, I'll put the title of it down here just so you'll have that. It'll be in the description as well. I've already done an unboxing and I already did the back cover. I did that first actually just because I wanted to add a 2 terabyte drive to it and make sure it's all going to work right. So I'll put that in the video somewhere along so you can just have a quick look at it. So we're just going to have a quick look at the box it comes in just to show you. I'll tell you everything that does come with it. I'll show you the adapters, all that kind of good stuff. And then we're going to go through and just do the review and see how it all performs and go from there. So here we go. Okay, so here's our first look at the ASUS TUF Gaming A15 laptop. Comes with a Ryzen 7 5800X, 16 gigabyte of memory, and Wi-Fi 6 certified. Has two M.2 slots. My previous video, if you watched that, you saw me install a second M.2 one to give it 2 terabytes of more storage, and it's just simply a thing of beauty. The software that comes with it, we'll get to that after. You can see on the sides, I'll show you the ports, and we'll get right at it. So now, of course, the 5800H is a 8-core, 16-thread. This is a 144 hertz monitor with adaptive sync. We're going to go over all the details. We'll look at the software that comes with it, and we'll go from there. Of course, it has an RGB keyboard, and you can control that simply with the function key and changing it until you see what color you want, and you can just leave it there, or you can leave it in breathing mode the way it is now and let it just cycle through the different colors. And of course our memory is DDR4 3200 megahertz. As it shows you here, it's got the two RAM slots, or it's got the 2 slots for your M.2 drives. And it of course has HDMI, has true two-way all noise cancellation, has dual fans. It is literally the most quiet laptop I've ever had. I've never had one this quiet in my lifetime. I was really kind of nervous it was going to make a lot of noise, and it definitely did not. So of course our on-off button is right here. Our WASD buttons are highlighted, and you can change these individual. Every key can be set to its own color. Has 2 AI noise cancellation, dual S3 dual fan blades. If you, I'll put a picture here so you can see it. It's the inside and how all the cooling and everything is. We'll test that actually to see how that works. It has a RTX 3060 in it. They call it military grade just because of the tough thing to it. It really doesn't mean anything, to be quite honest, in my opinion. But we'll get around and I'm just going to quickly show you what it has on the side here. So on this side, we just have one USB 3.0, okay, and fans to cool it down. And we're going to turn it around and show you the other side here. So on this side we have our USB-C headphone jack, 2 more USB 3.0, HDMI that supports up to 4K 60 hertz, and another net jack, and of course one for your power. Thing I like about it, it's very metallic. Okay, it's very metallic look. It has, of course, the TUF logo on here. Kind of like it. I'll show you the back here. All right, so your fans, everything comes out that back. Your sound comes out of the bottom. It sounds fantastic, I gotta say. I'm quite shocked, actually. Now, one thing I did notice is there's no bleed in. Like on my laptop, I was able to see that there was white spots and everything. I don't see that on this one. So that to me is a much better monitor and everything. So I'm just really happy with it. So let's have a look at some of the software. The 3060, of course, has VRAM of 6 gig. It has the Ryzen 7 5800H/BGA. It comes with a 512 gig PCIe G3 SSD. 8 gigabyte of DDR4, sorry, times 2, so the 16 gig like I mentioned earlier. And your Wi-Fi 6 is 11AX, 2 times 2, with Bluetooth, of course. And Windows 10 Home 64-bit. So no, I'm not screen capturing. I'm just doing this on the fly. So of course it has all your typical software that normally comes with it. 3D viewer, 7-zip. This has been added. It's the trial version of 365. And of course it has your AMD Radeon software and Armoury Crate because it is an ASUS model. So that's the software they use for that. We'll get to that in a little bit here. All the generic software, your camera, and just have a quick look here. It is VR ready, just in case anybody was wondering that. So more than capable of running all that stuff, should you need it. One of the things I did leave on here was the McAfee Vault for now. Seems to work good, seems to be quite helpful, so I decided why not. So we're going to go back to the Armoury Crate, and we're going to open her up. Now this software you may or may not see, it comes with most ASUS models, and it actually has not been used on this model yet. So we have to go ahead and we have to click agree. And okay, it wants to do an update. So you can say never ask me to update this version, or you can just say update now, and it'll go ahead and it will do it. So let it go through, do its updates. It'll do all that. Of course, you need an internet connection for it. And once it's done, we'll have a look at what software is all built into the machine itself. And of course, it's going to give you the option to launch Armoury Crate, which is what we're going to do, installation completed, or you can do it later. So we're going to launch Armoury Crate. Let's see what all this is about. Because I've had an ASUS model in the past, but never really delved into it. So memory frequency, okay, it's 3200 megahertz. So CPU, oh, that's the CPU, sorry. Our voltages, the graphics card, the usage, all that kind of good stuff. Over here, our memory and storage. So 24.7% of the RAM is being used. Okay, here's our storage, not very much being used. So your CPU fan, GPU fan, both running at 0 RPM because it just doesn't need it right now. And our sound acoustics at 19.3 decibels. And of course it says, let me just get that back here. The noise level displayed is based on the test results from ASUS's noise testing lab. All right, so it goes on. You can stop and read that if you wish. And you can go touchpad, Win keys, and you can configure this stuff all through here. Add games to your library. This is all new software that comes with a lot of desktops as well, and a lot of people might not even know it's here. So that's kind of a nice thing to find out. And so over here we have, of course, our cooling, noise, all that kind of good stuff. And we have menus on the side here. So device, so you can go system. And you can go through each one of these GPU power settings, lighting. So you can go in and do all your lighting, change it all up in here with the Aura creator. You can play with your audio and your resource monitor. Okay, so let's have a look at our temperature. So our temperature right now is at 38 on idle, and most recent is 39, 33. It stays quite low. And again, all this is at idle temperatures. All right, all good stuff to know. And it even has a record button. So if you want to record it also for later on, well, you obviously can do that. So let's click on the next one here and select the ASUS compatible devices, or all we want to do is Aurora effects, and that's if you've added anything extra to it. Okay, so you got your basic settings, everything through here, and you have your defaults, and you can set your different color modes and cinema, however you like to look at it. If you're playing racing games, scenery, these are just different choices you can go with. So your game library, you can optimize and manage your game collection, and you can click here and find and list your games. Down here we have links to different apps. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We're going to skip that for now. We have featured. So different games that you can buy apparently from their store, which I didn't even know was there. And so the final one down here is the games. You can get game deals, recommended, redemption, which is on here already. And you can go into the store. So it gives you a bunch of options in here to choose from too. Pretty good options. Great features for a laptop. I'm very, very, very pleased. We're going to run a game. We're going to do Red Dead Redemption. We're going to show you how smoothly that game runs. And that's a very demanding game. We're going to show you how well it runs. We're going to show you what it looks like a little bit. And we'll go from there and get our temps. Okay, so we're going to start Red Dead Redemption 2. And we're going to just see how it plays. Now, there won't be any sound. I'll have to turn that off. Otherwise, we'll get a strike or something. But it'll give us an idea of how well I can play the game. Okay, we're not really going to play the game. We're just going to see how everything flows. Okay, so this is the first time actually running a game. So the fans are spinning up a little bit, of course. But for the most part, it's playing pretty well. It's not terribly loud. And that is an important factor to me, is that the fans are not terribly loud. And when you're just doing everyday things, you don't have to worry about that. So this is keeps good track of the heat that was there. So the temperature when I was playing the game, right now it's cooling down, but it only got to a high of 69 degrees playing Red Dead Redemption. So I only played a little bit, and then I stopped filming, played it for a while, but then I kept an eye on the temperature. So 69 degrees Celsius was the max that I got to on that game. And that's a pretty demanding game, so I'm pretty impressed with that, actually. So anyhow, that's our temps. This is a look at how well it can play. I didn't check FPS, but I'm probably not going to. It's not my laptop, and I don't want to add additional software on here. But this is just to give you an overview of what it looks like. And yeah, if there's anything else I can add, I'll put it in as it goes along. And if there's anything more you want to see, please let me know. I'm not sure if I'll get this laptop again. I'm only got it on temporary loan. Very temporary, probably. And I will try to endeavor to show that to you. Hi everybody, so that's a very quick review. Red Dead Redemption 2, even on some desktops, doesn't play very well. So it needs a lot of horsepower to make that happen. This laptop definitely delivers on that. It's got more than enough memory. Obviously you could up it if you wanted to, but it does everything adequately. The fans spin when it gets going and it's really taxing the system. They rev up, but very, very minorly. You can tell it's doing its job, but it's not overbearing, anything like that. So overall, this is high on my recommendation list for laptops. I researched this laptop for probably going on, had to be 3 months or more before I finally made the purchase decision. So well worth the money. I'm very happy with it. It's actually way over the top for the person I got it for, but if they want to take the time to research all the different things, all the different features it has with the AMD software and everything like that, then they can certainly go ahead and do that. And it'll handle any workload you want to do. Absolutely. It's even better than my Acer that I did a full review on earlier. This is kind of just an overview, brief review of it, to show you a little bit about it, show you how it runs, show you the temps a little bit, that kind of stuff. If there's something you specifically want to see though, or you kind of have like that burning question, shout it my way in the comments and I'll get back to you. If you like the video, hit that like. If you don't, you know what to do. Hit that bell for future notifications of videos as they come up. Think about subscribing and hit that join button if you want to be supporting the channel. And thanks more than anything else just for being here and watching.